Now, I would like to talk to you on the topic, the mission of QCI. What can be the mission of QCI? The national well-being. The mission of QCI, I defined, you should be the national well-being. Of course, it's a big job.
QCI was set up basically as a joint government business entity to overall look at the issue of quality and help improve quality across the board in India. It was originally started because there was a sense that unless we had good quality in products in India, when India opened up to the world in the mid-90s, that those products would not be accepted worldwide. And so that was the basic idea behind quality.
QCI wanted to create an accreditation mechanism by which all products, all processes, all systems which are tested within India need not be tested in any other economy where the Quality Council of India has a mutual recognition arrangement. And that is a very important concept, because once you are trying to tap the global market, it is essential that you have to have a mechanism which is considered at par with the best in the world.
Today, if I look back, there is a complete kind of dynamism in the whole process, wherein new activities have come in, new services that we have added on to, the new areas and new roles that we have been playing into.
So what QCI today is a series of choices made on this vast canvas of quality about what it will take to improve quality.
QCI is an umbrella institution which entails a board which looks after the healthcare part of the services. There is another board which looks after the education and training part. There is one board which looks after quality promotion. There is another board which looks after laboratories, calibration laboratories, the testing laboratories, the medical laboratories, and there is one board which is in fact looking after creating a ecosystem by which organizations' competence is tested and recognized and accredited, so that these organizations become the limbs and arms for Quality Council of India in order to audit, assess and inspect sites, products and processes.
Today, one of our boards, NABH, which is the National Accreditation Board for Hospitals, does a fantastic job of accrediting the top 600 hospitals in India. So any great hospital in India, not government owned, that you go to, has a seal of accreditation by NABH, which means it's very high standard to international standards. Actually, they're as good as any hospital in the world. It attracts a lot of medical tourism, and people think, they get a lot of benefit from being accredited.
If you look at the standards for hospital accreditation, when we launched the first time in the first edition in 2005, and the next edition in 7, then 9, and we keep on revising. And the revision process actually takes care of the development in past, and what we as a provider for accreditation looks for the next couple of years in terms of changing technology, changing the requirement of the patient and so on. So we keep striving to achieve higher standards, we keep review and revising the standards to achieve the highest standards, and which makes sure that the patient care is good, is better and improving every day.
But in India, we have 80,000 hospitals. It's not 600. So the best hospitals are accredited. But if you talk to the average citizen in India, they are not dealing with these 600 hospitals. They are dealing with these 80,000 hospitals. And so how do we improve the quality of these 80,000 hospitals, many of which are 10 and 20 and 50 bed hospitals in districts and in rural areas? And so so we are still doing accreditation, but that's a huge expansion from accrediting to world standards to improving the quality of service every day for our citizens.
We represent a board which provides international equivalence to our test certification and inspection. So if an organization in India is certified by a certification body accredited by NABCB, it can claim international equivalence. Our programs are internationally equivalent. We are part of an international system. Many countries use this accreditation body for free flow of goods. For example, if a product is made to international standard and all countries accept that that international standard is acceptable to everybody, the only thing that is needed now is that it should be either tested or inspected or certified also in an international manner. You can't have differing ways of testing a product and still claim equivalence. So that's where accreditation comes in. So many countries today rely on accreditation of free movement of goods. That's the importance of NABCB.
We in NABAT fortunately are working in all the 4 domains. We are accrediting business membership organizations or industry associations to ensure that they are complying with the laid down norms. We are accrediting the vocational training institutions, including ITIs. We are accrediting personal certification bodies as per the international standard ISO 17024, and we are mainly working with MSMEs in creating those capacities, quality capacities in those industries using various tools.
NBQP is termed as the National Board for Quality Promotion. It is one of the 5 constituent boards of QCI, Quality Council of India, and this is the only board which is entrusted with the quality promotion all across India. It is unique in the sense that the other boards do accreditation, but we are entrusted with quality promotion. And this concept came about in 1999 when the government and the chambers, they all decided that national quality campaign was necessary to improve the quality in the processes to finally get good outputs, that is the products and the services.
See, NABL, and when I first became chairman, that was one of the things that Amitabh Kant said, that this is one of the things that's undone, and we pushed hard to DST to say it should come under us. And the logic for doing it is to have all the quality organizations that do accreditation in one place, because they can learn from each other and they can set the same standards. I started hiring some young people because I wanted some support in the chairman's office for things that I wanted to do, which is to go and talk to many people in government about what we could do as Quality Council of India. So I had one person in June of 2015. Today we have, so that was the first person we hired into the chairman's office. Today we have 150 people in the chairman's office, and none of us could have seen that it would grow so fast. Ministry of Urban Development asked us to, in a very short period of time, do a ranking of 73 cities in India on the basis of Swachh. And they needed it done in 45 days, and we were able to do it in 45 days. And we hired lots of young people to do it. And as that worked, we started getting more and more projects. So today we have 15 projects on Swachh. You know, it doesn't fit into any board, but it fits under the rubric of quality. How do we improve quality of lives? And so our strategy has been not that, you know, we are here to serve the citizens of India and the government of India and the companies in India, improve the quality of life for our citizens. So whatever we can do, we should try and do.
Yoga has expanded beyond the Indian subcontinent, and it has gone to almost all the developed and developing countries. The only requirement for us was that if we have to protect the purity of yoga, it needs to be enshrined in the scriptures of our culture, and it needs to have a standard protocol by which nobody can say that you are following a yoga or you are following a protocol of yoga which is not correct. And therefore, we have established 2 levels of certification for the professionals who want to pursue yoga as a profession.
And our biggest program, which I'm very excited about, is Z, Zero Effect, Zero Defect.
Zero defect, दूसरा zero effect.
Which is something we've worked on for years. As you know, the growth engine for the economy is small and medium-sized enterprises. And improving their quality is fundamental to improving the quality of cars, quality of everything. And the Ministry of MSME as well as the PM have pushed very hard to create a standard called Z, Zero Effect, Zero Defect, and we will rate companies based on that standard. And the goal is to help 1 million MSMEs improve their quality by getting a Z rating. We've been working on it with MSME Ministry for 2 years to get the program launched, and in October of this year it was launched by the PM, and in January, end of January, we'll start rating companies on this. And if we can improve the quality of 1 million SMEs, it will fundamentally change the nature of manufacturing and services in India.
I would like to congratulate the QCI team on this occasion, and the challenges ahead are really great. We still have to go a long way. We have come a long distance, but still we have to cover a lot of distance to bring it up to the global benchmark that we have targeted.
I think in the next decade, QCI will become a very important part of the Government of India's vision to improve the standards of quality of living in this country.
Firstly, let me congratulate QCI on its 20 years of journey, building a huge quality movement in India and propagating a sense of quality among citizens. We are entering one of the most competitive eras which the world has seen, a digital era, a sustainable era. Moving quality in that era and building world-class products, world-class service out of India in every facet of life, whether it be education, health, industry, is going to be the journey which we are going to work on, and I wish QCI all the very best in the journey ahead.